Welcome to the final day of our 5-day series for the Musou Movement program. Now, if you're just finding this video, go back. There's 4 more that you can do. Day 1 all the way till now. And you can explore and figure out new different movements that you might have never trained before. But if you've been following me through the last 4 videos up until now, congratulations for making it this far. I hope you've been having a lot of fun. I hope it's introduced a lot of new movements to you, understanding the micro and the macro, the importance of slowing it down. Now, the last session was primal movements. I hope that was a lot of fun, bringing back some nostalgic feelings of being a kid and rolling around and jumping and climbing and crawling. Now today, we're gonna end it with stretch flow, elongating, slowing things down, letting our body heal. And by doing this, we're speeding up the process of healing so that you can start training every day. We're gonna find accessibility through flowing rather than forcing. I'm not a big fan of static stretching. I like to put a little bit of motion into it. Now, before we move on, please like, subscribe, comment. Again, being a coach, I need to hear the feedback from my students and people following along. So thank you so much. Welcome to Day 5, stretch flow. While we're stretching, let's focus on our breath as well. Do it together. Remember, I want you to breathe in through the nose, and nice and slow out through the mouth. So let's start with shaking our hands out. Get some of the stagnant energy out. Get it flowing. Let's move to the feet. Move the feet out. Loosen up. Focus on our breath. And we're going to bend at the waist. And just let your top half of your body, let the weight pull yourself down. You can start with your hands up at your knees. You can shake your back. Discover what feels good. If you can go a little lower to your calf. Shift your weight back and forth. Here's where you can find out what's really tight. Move your body weight into it. Then we're going to move our hands down to our feet, if you can. Nice little sway back and forth. And remember, this is for discovery. Everyone's body's different. Let the whole top half, let that weight pull you down. My legs are straight. If you're feeling comfortable, you can stay here where you are. Or to make it a little more difficult, put your feet closer together. Put my hands behind the back of my knees. And I'm going to grasp and pull myself closer in. I'm shifting my shoulders and my back to loosen up. Focusing on my breath. Let's take one more big deep breath in here, wherever you are. And relax. Slowly raise yourself back up. Shake out your feet. Shake out your hands. And sway back and forth. All right, now let's move down to the ground. Here we're going to get into our hamstring discovery. Let's start with our left leg, nice and straight. You're going to bend your right. The foot is going to be on the inside of my thigh here. And I want you to get into this position, and you'll automatically be able to feel what's tight. And I want you to focus on that area. So I can either lean forward, lean off to the side, cross my elbow to my far knee. Can come over here with my right arm, grab my foot. Again, I'm focusing on my breath as I'm doing this. I'm relaxing. You can go as far as you need to, as far as you want. Really breathe into it. I want you to switch up your angles. Figure out what's tight. Take a couple breaths here. Remember, everyone's different. So certain movements are going to feel tighter than others. And now let's go off to our right leg. Straighten out the right leg. My foot is on the inside of my thigh here. Breathe into it. Try out different angles. Grab different parts of your foot. You'll notice that that attacks different muscles. And you can pull yourself towards your foot as well. Let's take one more breath here. All right. So now, let's get into our 90-90. The 90-90, I have a 90-degree angle each leg. Okay? So let's start here, 90-90. You can turn away from your feet. You'll feel it in your hip flexors, your lower back. Turn the other way now. Now let's switch. Again, 90 degree, 90 degree. Turn. Let's turn the other way. And you'll notice pretty quickly what side is tighter than the other. All right, now let's meet in the middle. So now we're going to do the 90-90, and I'm going to do a practice called Around the World. So let's start in our original position. I'm going to take my far hand, and I'm going to draw a circle, reach far out, around, I'm going to roll back, to my shoulders, and I'm going to stop right here. You're really going to breathe into it. Try to get your knees to the ground if you can. And now I'm going to take my other hand and I'm going to go over the top here. Pause here. Feel this stretch. Breathe into it. And then I'm going to finish the circle and switch my legs over all the way around. Right into my neutral seated position. Now we're going to go one more time the other way. Now my right hand over. Draw nice and wide, reach out all the way around. Sit in this nice position here. Take your left hand, reach back, hold it here, feel that stretch. Breathe into it. Now switch your feet over and complete the circle. Reach far out, all the way. Now to neutral. I always love that stretch. Okay. So now, let's get on our knees. We are going to get into cat back. On all fours. When I breathe in, I'm going to arch my back, push out from my hands, up, arch that back, really tuck my chin in. And then as I breathe out, lower that back. Bring those shoulders up to my ears. Put your gaze forward. Really sink down. Push that tailbone out. Let's do 2 more times. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Now we're going to take our feet. We're going to push back, push our heels back into the ground. If your heels can touch the ground, great. If not, try to pedal your feet out to loosen up the calves. This is downward dog. We're going to push ourselves through into cobra. So push through. Now on the tops of my feet, push up. And look back. Stretching everything out. Breathe here. And on our inhale, breathe out. Push back. Pedal your feet. Let's do this 2 more times. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stretch it out. Push your hands up. Breathe out. Pedal those feet, loosen up those calves. And one more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Tops of your feet. Breathe in. Breathe out. Push yourself back. Let's take our hands, climb back towards our feet to a standing position. Again, shake your feet out, shake your hands out, shake the whole body, move. I've got one more to do. I'm going to teach you the back bridge. An easy way to warm up the back and to get into that is on the wall. So you're going to stand up against the wall. You're going to put your left hand against the wall, your fingers pointing towards the ceiling. Nice and comfortable arms distance. I'm going to lean backwards, and as I'm leaning backwards, I'm turning on the palm of my hand. I turn my hand here. I'm going to take my other hand, reach across back. Now the fingers are pointing towards each other. And as I move this way, to my right, my hand is turning my fingers towards the ceiling on the palm. Now we're going to go back. And the higher your hands are up on the ceiling, the less pressure it'll be on your back and your shoulders. The lower you are, the more difficult it'll be. So again here, my feet are shoulder widths apart. Fingertips towards the ceiling. Turn the fingers in. Meet with the left. And turn up. Let's do 2 more each side. Now going back. Turn the hand. Fingers meeting. Fingers to the ceiling. Good. Don't rush it. 1 more each side. Good. You can even take time here to put a little pressure on your shoulder if it's feeling tight. When you're ready, going back, turn, turn. One last time, shake out the feet, shake out the hands, give a couple hops. You're ready to go. Thanks for joining me.